Greetings, Pokemon fans, and welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. Today we're doing a prediction video for a playthrough of Pokemon Crystal using Unown. Unown is known as the symbol Pokemon, and here's all the symbols. It's 28 different symbols it can be. It's all the letters of the alphabet, and then you're also looking at an exclamation point and question mark, so total 28. And then the bottom right corner is a shiny. Shiny for this Pokemon is pretty cool. Blue instead of black. It's a little bit different. I like it. It's not pink like all the other shinies in Generation 2. Let's go ahead and dive into the ins and outs of this Pokemon. So for starters, like I said, this is introduced in Generation 2. You can get it in the Ruins of Alph. It is a Psychic type, which didn't really know that until I started doing this video. I always thought it was a normal type. And then as we scroll down, we get a medium fast growth rate. A fast growth rate would be much better with this type of Pokemon because of its limitations, but we'll take it nonetheless. And now let's move on to the stats. The stats of this Pokemon are as follows. HP is 48, attack is 72, defense is 48, special attack is 72, special defense is 48, and so is speed, it's 48 as well, for a grand total of 336. Not great stats. I mean, there's some symmetry here, so you don't have one stat better than the other. It's going to help us when it comes to picking hidden power. But symmetry, but not great overall. Stats are kind of hot garbage. It's going to go down here to our resistances, our weaknesses, and see what kind of type effectiveness we have. So we're weak to Bug, Ghost, and Dark. We are Psychic type, so it's weak to all three of those things. We are not immune to Ground. That is in future generations. So in this generation, we do not have the ability to levitate. So that's why it says immune to Ground. Is in the future generation, it's a floating Pokemon, so it levitates, so ground moves can't hit it. And then we're resistant to Fighting and Psychic type. So that's helpful for us. Let's go ahead and move on to our whopping, amazing, elaborate move set of one move. It's called Hidden Power. Hidden Power is it says it's not talking about Generation 2. Generation 1 or Generation 2, it's 70 base power, not 60. Whatever we choose, some of them are less than that, but mainly, I saw a playthrough of another YouTuber named JBears11, and he played through with Psychic. Now, Psychic presents some unique challenges because you have some Pokemon that are completely immune to Dark type moves are not affected by Psychic. So you have to use Struggle. Now I watched his video and he didn't have to get to level 100 to win the game, but he got pretty high up there. And with Psychic, you cannot beat Karen. You cannot get around Karen. You cannot do it because you have to use Struggle to beat the Umbreon, and then it's a lot of things. I recommend you go check out his video. And yeah, I watched that and I was like, you know what type would be better? I can only think of two. And actually, you know what I think of it, I might do in the future is just play through with all the types and see what the best one is, but that's going to be way down the road. It's not going to be what I'm going to do here. I'm going to pick one type which seems to be the most effective type to use in the game, and that is Ice type, and see if we can play through the game and beat it using just Hidden Power, Ice, and Struggle. Now, if you don't know what Struggle is, whenever we run out of power points for any move, but Hidden Power specifically, for this Pokemon, because it has no other moves, it will use Struggle, which is a 50 base power normal move, quote unquote. It's not actually normal because it can hit ghosts, but it's classified as normal in the system. That's why the pink bow can actually give it a nice little boost to the damage output it has. But that's what we're doing. We're going to play through, and there's no other moves we can get. We can't add Return, we can't add Rest. I wish we could. There'd be some pretty unique strategy you could do if it could be only other moves that could like do other things like heal you or something like that. It'd be great. But we can't. We have this one move, so it's this and Struggle, and that's it. So without further ado, let's go back to the original slide, and we'll give a prediction. So I predict this is going to be one of the hardest runs I've ever done in Crystal, but also in general. Because of this one move, if this move was just strictly, if it was a little more powerful, it might be a little bit different. But this is one move, and we're going for Hidden Power Ice, which means it's not Stab, it's just 70 base power Ice move the entire game. There are going to be struggles. You're going to have Price. Price is Ice type. We're not going to be effective against him. You're going to have probably a couple rival battles. Going to be pretty difficult as well. And it's just not going to be easy. And you either have to use Hidden Power Ice or you have to use Struggle. And that's what's going to be the problem. Now, I still think the big problem we're going to have is still going to be Karen. Because even though Hidden Power Ice will probably 3 or 4 shot Umbreon's going to do a lot of things. They're going to either confuse us, you're going to either stand attack us, or she might even just attack into us and, feint attack we're weak to because we're Psychic type. But eventually we're going to get to another Pokemon called Houndoom, and I don't know how Hidden Power Ice is going to knock out Houndoom. So there's a lot of things and ins and outs of this Pokemon we're going to have to worry about. I think some parts of the game will fly through, to be honest with you. 70 base power is still good. The first two gyms I think will be a breeze. You got Ice type, you got Flying type, and you got Bug type. Those things are going to fly through. I don't think Hidden Power Ice is going to do too bad against Morty. I don't think it's going to do too bad against Jasmine, but there are and Claire, but fighting type gym not going to be that effective. Ice type gym not going to be that effective. I don't think normal type's going to be a problem either. But and then you get an Elite Four, and I don't think anyone in the Elite Four is going to give us problems other than Karen. She gives everyone problems, but she can give us specifically problems because we have no variety in moves to attack. And her team, if you look at it, it's pretty well balanced. She starts off with a Dark type, and then she has a Dark Flying type, and then she has a Dark Fire type, and then she has a Grass Poison type. And she just knows how to bounce around pretty well and make it difficult to just have one set strategy against her. And this Pokemon's going to showcase that immensely. And I also think it's going to be hard to beat Red, because Hidden Power Ice is only 70 base power. Hit Red, even if we can get level 100, Red's still going to have Pokemon that have good bulk. They're going to have resistances. They're going to have strong moves. And I don't know how well we're going to deal with that. But nonetheless, it's the next one in the Pokédex. So we got to play through it. I will give an announcement. I do have a playthrough this week. It's Ninetales on Wednesday. You're going to see next week will not be Wobbuffet. I mentioned this in my last video. I'm thinking about doing the 3 starters and doing some of them optimized playthroughs. And I will do some of them fully evolved optimized playthroughs. Unown is going to take a long time, and I guarantee Wobbuffet's going to be just as bad, if not worse. It's probably going to be closer to Ditto. It's going to take a long time to play both these Pokemon. So I think I need some reprieve and need to get some Pokemon that are going to fly through the game pretty well. And not to mention, I haven't done an optimized playthrough of the starters. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. This is JD's Nerdverse. Check out my video on Wednesday. It's going to be Ninetales and Pokemon Blue. And then on Friday, we'll see the Unown playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys on Friday.